Why love isn't enough. In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess Exco, the sole founder of Life in Confidence. And just a couple of months ago, I went through a massive awakening where I put my heart open to this beautiful man, and it appeared that he seemed open and interested in having a connection with me. And as over a week went on, he confessed that he was just not ready to see me. He gave me a list of reasons why he can't see me, but he couldn't give me a reason why he doesn't want to see me. And that was a process that I had to go through to learn about love. That love isn't enough. That it's so easy to get caught up in the idea of love, falling in love, being in love with the person that you're drawn to. But to another, that connection, that emotion is just not enough for them. And this is what I needed to learn, because I'm the type of person who wears her heart on her sleeve, who falls in love easily, who expresses how she feels, who follows through what she says. And this has allowed me to heal parts of my inner child, as well as breaking away some patterns that I had with my parents. And whenever this experience arises, I always ask myself the question, who does this person remind me of? Mother or father? And initially he reminded me of my father because my father wasn't physically and emotionally available to me. Just like this man. As I was able to process the grief and gave myself permission to cry for 4 days straight, really allowing myself to feel into the rejection and the heartache and the unworthiness that I wasn't enough for this guy. Just like my father, I wasn't enough for him. I wasn't enough for him to spend time with when he had other options, such as choosing work, such as seeing a hooker for the night, such as flying to China to see his mistress. And that's how I felt with this man. He had plenty of options. And I was just not enough in his eyes. Then a month later, my mother triggered me. And this triggering experience reminded me of him because his word lacks substance. He doesn't follow through. And that's exactly how my mother shows up for me. Her words lack substance. Therefore, she lies. She doesn't have integrity. It's hard to trust her. She doesn't honor her word. And it's easy to get caught up in this trap of trickery and being conned. And again, this was another layer that I had to process. And this brings back to this concept of love is not enough. I remembered speaking to a girlfriend as I share with her my aching heart of this rejection with this man. And she shared with me that her ex, who was her boyfriend at the time, asked her, what are 3 things that you can learn about love? And she said one of them is that love isn't enough. Love isn't enough because when 2 people have different values and a different set of vision, one wants to go this way and the other wants to go this way. And so there has to be a compromise to make it work. So if one lets go of their vision and follows the other person, then there's this self-betrayal. And this creates resentment and tension. So love is just not enough, because by letting go of our needs and desires and our goals and dreams, we sacrifice ourselves, we sacrifice our happiness just to be in a relationship with this person. And looking back, I can see why the rejection that I've experienced from this beautiful man was indeed the greatest gift that I needed to receive. He did me a favor, because if we were to continue, and let's say if it did work out, how can we continually make it work when we're countries apart? And we have different visions. And I certainly wouldn't want to hold him back from living his dream. And I also do not want to be in a relationship with a man who's not able to fulfill my needs, particularly my emotional needs. To feel safe, respected, loved, and seen in a relationship. Everything happens for a reason, and this has truly been a gift for me to open up my eyes that, Jess, no matter how incredibly loving you are, love is not enough, babe. There needs to be boundaries in place. There needs to be an alignment in our vision. We need to work together as a team to be in the relationship. And a relationship of any kind, whether it's a family member, a friendship, or an intimate relationship, or a business relationship, if you both aren't willing to take responsibility for your pain and suffering, if you aren't willing to honor your word and build trust, if you're not willing to respect and witness and hold space for one another, if you're not willing to make some changes within yourself to make it work, love isn't enough. And I see this with my family members, where I could see our relationship is falling apart. No matter how hard I tried on my end, doing the inner work, creating boundaries, having an honest communication around it, and make a conscious effort to be with them, it's not going to work, because they need to want to do that too. They need to want to show up. They need to want to rectify their behaviors to make this relationship with me to work. So love is just not enough. A relationship is a two-way street, not a one-sided game. And if you feel that you are struggling with this and you need further support in shifting your relationship dynamic, with others and within yourself, then you might be interested in plugging your ears to my childhood trauma clearing audio. And if you would love to experience this in a face-to-face level, I also have my ancestral trauma alchemy workshop in Sydney. So make sure you click on the link below to purchase the audio or a ticket if you're in Sydney, to start experiencing incredible shifts psychologically, emotionally, energetically, physically, spiritually, to start breaking away childhood fears and patterns that are no longer serving you, so you can stand in your power as the adult version of you and truly be your true self. So if you feel called to experience this, click on the link below. And if you got something out of this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give it a like, comment below any nuggets of gold that you gained, and share it with your loved ones. And remember that love may not be enough with certain people and in certain relationships, but just remember that love is enough for you and your inner child. May this message serves you.